It's Capital Region Sports Saturday, brought to you by Mohawk Honda, your #1 volume dealer in the Capital Region. On the phone, Jess Koehler, Albany Times-Union. Boys, girls soccer playoffs in full force this weekend. Jess, you're going to be at the boys Class B and C finals tomorrow at Colony High School. In Class B, Broad Alban, Perth, and Chalmont, and in Class C, Greenwich and Greenville. What are you expecting out of those games?
Class C, Greenville, number 5 seed against the number 2 seed Greenwich. Greenville kind of surprised everybody. They beat the number 1 seed Maple Hill in the semifinals, who was ranked number 1 in the state at the time, and they were 18-0 heading into that game. And, that was a big surprise to a lot of people. Sam Statham, Greenville senior, he had 2 goals in that game. But I'm expecting Greenville to beat Greenwich. I think it'll be a close game. Greenwich is a very good team, but Greenville comes out of the Patroon, which is always a very strong conference, and I like them to win the title. Class B, Chalmont has rolled throughout this entire season. They're number 2 in the state. They're unbeaten. I don't see Broad Alban Perth giving them a big test, but, Chalmont has lost in the last 2 sectional finals to Ichabod Crane. They just don't have a single weakness on the field, and their offense is so high-powered. Their midfield is very strong with Cam Lavalley, Ben Pearson, and R.J. Hayden, and they generate so much offense for their strikers. So I see Chalmont running away with that one.
A lot of people wanted to see a Chalmont-Ichabod rematch for the 3rd time in Class B. Ichabod goes down, as is Maple Hill that you alluded to. A lot of upsets this year, huh?
Yeah, a few surprises on both the boys and girls sides. Ichabod Crane, they were the 2 seed. I wasn't too surprised because the way that Ichabod finished the regular season, they lost to Chalmont twice during the regular season, 5-1 and 1-0. That second game was 5-1. I think that might have taken a little wind out of their sails, and they just didn't look the same. But so Broad Alban Perth, they're a great team. They've been in this situation before. They won the sectional title in 2011, and like we said, Greenville, beating Maple Hill. They played them tough during the regular season, but still, that's a pretty big upside given the fact that Maple Hill is number 1 in the state. And then on the girls' side, on Thursday in the Class A semifinals, Mahonison beats the number 1 seed Scotia, who was also unbeaten heading into that game. Mahonison, the 4 seed, they're going to make their first appearance in the sectional final on Saturday.
Class AA boys final is Monday. Shaker takes on unbeaten Ballston Spa, who narrowly escaped Saratoga to get to the final. You've been pretty high on the Scotties all year long. Is this theirs to lose in Class AA on the boys' side?
I think so. Ballston Spa, they knew they were going to be good heading into the season. I don't know if they expected to be this good. This is the best season that they've had. But, they're the top seed. They've certainly earned it. They're number 4 in the state. They're 18-0. They beat Shaker 3-0 in the regular season. But since that game, Shaker has actually won 9 in a row. So they're coming into this game very hot. I saw them last night. They looked very, very good. But Shaker's going to need to stop a number of goal scorers for Ballston Spa. And like Chalmont, they don't have a weakness on the field, really. So it's going to be tough for Shaker to beat them. And, I like Ballston Spa. I think it'll be a close one, though.
On the girls' side, a number of great players, a number of great performances this year. Give us one player to watch here on the girls' bracket as we move through this weekend.
Marika Contempasis from Niskayuna, she's a senior. She is a great player. She led the league in scoring last year with 22 goals. She has 20 goals again this season. She creates a lot of offense for that team, and they're the number 2 seed. They're in the semifinals against Shaker on Friday. Shen, they're the top seed. They play Bethlehem on Friday as well in the semifinals. They have a really great player in Megan Kavanaugh. She has 14 goals this season, and she's also a very good player for them.
Jess Koehler, Albany Times-Union, breaking down high school soccer playoffs again in full force this weekend. Follow her on Twitter at JKoehlerTU. All the information you need to know. Jess, enjoy the games tomorrow. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Brady. Thanks for having me.